goes down the glen.
Hey!
To a city
We made it! Hi, everybody!
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen.
It's us.
Oh.
Welcome to all.
We are so happy to be here on November, what day is it? 14th? Can anybody keep track of time anymore?
Not so easy, no.
So 10 years ago, we recorded this concert at the Celtic Junction.
That's right. I can't believe it's been 10 years.
And it's funny because I had been thinking about the idea that we should do something to commemorate the 10-year anniversary, but then I kind of was busy and doing other things and thinking about other things and kind of forgot to talk to the rest of the band about it. So I'm really happy that you all are willing to join me here this evening and do this thing.
Yeah, join us. It's fantastic that we can do this. You know, technology is awesome.
And cheers to Michelle for being the mistress of ceremonies with all the technology. So.
keeps me busy. Sort of. Well, I don't know, guys. Why don't we just jump right into the first track? We decided to kind of break this up, and after every song or set, we'll pop back in and chat about it a little bit, and pop back out again. Yeah, that's our plan. We're gonna stick to it, I think.
Yeah, go for it. There's no better intro than Will's intro.
Oh, that's right. Here comes Will. Good old Will. Wonder how he's
So we're
doing.
gonna take you back 10 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and raise your voices. The Hounds of Men, ladies and
There around the rocky hills of the coast of Donegal, and the fishermen who hide it breathing free. And the big Atlantic swell, everything they know right well. They fight and wake the land on the sea, where the pleasant rolling sea and the air is running free. And the ships are riding gently through the foam. When the boats are loaded down, they'll be singing in this town. And the boys from Killybegs come rolling home. Yeah! Well, you headed out to sea and the wind is blowing free. You cast your nets as rain begins to fall. And the clouds are riding high and the wind will soon blow by. Today, baby, get your bumper home. Where the pleasant golden sea and the air ain't running free. And the ships are gliding gently through the foam. When the boats are loaded down, they'll be singing in this town. When the boys from Killybegs come rolling home. Well, the weather's pretty rough and the work gets plenty tough. The ropes will raise a welt upon your hand. You'll never leave the sea, folk, wherever you may be. It's in your blood, it's hot to live on land. Where the pleasant rolling sea and the air ain't running free. And the ships are gliding gently through the foam. When the boats are loaded down, they'll be singing in this town. When the boys from Killybegs come rolling home. There's purple on the hills, green down by the shore. sun is cast its gold upon the sea. The silver down below where the herring fishes go. We catch them, there'll be gold for you and me. Where the pleasant rolling sea and the herring running free, and the ships go riding gently through the foam. When the boats are loaded down, they'll be singing in this town. When the boys from Killybegs come rolling home. When the pleasant rolling sea and the herring running free, and the ships are riding gently through the foam. When the boats are loaded down, they'll be singing in this town. When the boys from Killybegs come rolling home. When the boys from Killybegs come rolling home. Na 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 na
Well,
All right.
that was fun.
Yeah, the boys at Killybegs. And little did we know at that time that we recorded this that we would go to Killybegs and play that song in Killybegs for the boys of Killybegs.
That
Who
is
were there,
right.
and the mayor of Killybegs was there.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, my overriding memory of Killybegs is that my hotel window looked out over the fishermen, and they were invariably all bent over fixing fishing nets, and all I could see was fishermen's butt cracks for
Wait a minute.
the whole
That's
dock.
that's my
Well,
memory.
yeah, because they
That's
kept the
my
lights
memory
on all
too.
night long.
We can rename the song "The Cracks of Killybegs." Yeah,
That's
the crack was mighty.
That was bad.
You remember though when we did the concert that at the very beginning, Will introduced us and he's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, Hounds of Finn." Everyone's clapping, and we all come out on stage, and Dave's there, and I'm there, and Michelle's there, and we're grabbing our instruments, and everyone's clapping, and then it starts dying down, and after a little bit, we're like, "Okay, where's Leslie?" And Leslie was not on stage, and like everything, the crickets were chirping at that point, like, "No, Leslie."
So
and
for
what
those
happened
of you
was,
that were there, you might remember that the Hounds of Finn, in general, usually had some victuals before they would, go on stage. And so,
Yep.
with the many victuals that were that consumed before we recorded this, the guy said, "Well, we should go on." And I said, "I'm going to run to the bathroom quick." And I came out and everyone was gone. Or I was just very rock and roll and fashionably late.
I think that was it.
yeah,
That was it.
yeah.
Clearly.
So anybody, if you go back and you look, because we're going to post this back up on YouTube, or if you go look at this is on YouTube, I think. If you look at the video, it's classic because you see Dave and Michelle and I, and then all of a sudden it cuts right to Leslie with,
Good memories. Good memories.
And the other thing I noticed about that, I just noticed this, was Valerie running across in front of the camera right before, right at the very beginning. Like, "Ladies and gentlemen."
She must have been doing the same.
Well, we
So,
had a bar there that night, so people
Yeah.
were grabbing their drinks.
yeah,
And the other thing that was funny was we got snow. Do you remember we got snow that day?
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Just like we have now.
Yeah.
And we were kind of worried. We were like, "Oh man, the turnout's going to be terrible." But it was a packed house.
It was, yeah. It was not a terrible turnout, at the least. Yes, it was great. So, well, should we follow up with the next one on the list? I believe it is.
Yeah, what's the next song? Is it
Arms.
Arms? Arms as Warm as These.
Arms.
Leslie Rich original.
The one.
You want to intro that, Les?
What is there to say? I mean, what is there to say that we haven't said in probably 700 concerts before now? I mean, this song was probably the one where we find the key to how the Hounds of Finn would work. We bring a song that either Peter had written, and then you, Michelle, would would invariably have some sort of fiddle tune that fitted that chord structure or that arrangement, and suddenly, and then it was just kind of like setting a match to fireworks, and then it just all went off. So this was probably one of the first songs to kind of do that. So
Without further ado, let's do it.
Can't you see? You mean the world to me. Swam across the ocean blue so I could be with you. What have I done? What should I do? How could I do more? With arms as warm as these, how could I ever love you more? Break my heart and leave you wanting. Look into these crying eyes. I get up, right back up again. Baby, I'm a captain with night. There's always something wrong. Promise me and I'll promise back. If you love me, I will still stand strong. What have I done? What should I do? How could I do more? With arms as warm as these, how could I ever love you more? Break my heart and leave you wanting. Look into these crying eyes. Back it up, right back up again. Baby, I'm a cat, I'm alive. Ocean I want to be. Oh, my ocean, can't you see? Won't you drown me? Something hidden from me for good, baby. Just you wait and see. What have I done? What should I do? How could I do more? With arms as warm as these, how could I ever love you more? Break my heart and leave me wanting. Look into these crying eyes. I get up, right back up again. Baby, I'm a captain, cabin, I'm alive.
Michelle, I love those eyebrows you're giving Molly the whole time. You're like, ooh. Your eyebrows are like jumping off your face the whole time.
Oh, isn't it fun to look back on these times? Oh my
You know what's
goodness.
funny about that one is I remember when we made the DVD, I was so worried about the sync between the lips and the because we had to do a little bit of we did a little bit of video magic after the fact, right?
Right, right.
And so I was so worried about the lip syncing between like Les and me and Molly that I don't think I actually listened to how good of a performance of that song that really is overall. Like if you just listen to it and don't look at it, that's a pretty killer performance of that song.
If you do say so yourself.
Well,
I was going to say, you're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
well, you know how it is. You get, especially when you produce music, you get so caught up in trying to make sure that the product is right. You know, that sometimes you lose track of like actually listening and enjoying to the soul of it. So
Yeah,
it's kind of
that is
nice to be able to just kick back and listen to it. So
yeah, it is. Well, today's, putting this together, I listened to it a lot, actually. But it was great. It was, I even pulled out the fiddle and played along on a few tracks, quickly realizing that I'd forgotten many of the things that we used to do, that I used to do. So, that failed, but it was fun to try. It doesn't matter.
But your eyebrows still work, so.
My eyebrows still work. That's so funny. Oh, yeah. And then you had a pretty nice little pose there, too, with a little, right in the camera action, the little hamism, Pete McCauley.
Who, me or Leslie? Or
you,
Dave?
Pete. You, Pete.
Oh.
Let's see, which way are you?
I think we were all about 10% extra.
Yeah, I think so.
There may have been some powers happening in the green room before that
yes,
show.
Definitely.
No.
What was the name of the fiddle tune, Michelle?
That is Hut on Staten Island. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is Staten Island?
So that is it's on Skye, which is an island in Scotland, just off Scotland, and it's just a small little town on the coast. And Staffen it's actually an island. I believe they used to raise cattle on it. And there's just one hut. That's the only thing on the island is just one little hut. And the cattle would, every season, they would swim across the water to the mainland and back again for their food. So somebody wrote this tune about this little hut on Staten Island. And
cool.
it was really great. And a few years back, I had the opportunity to go there with some pals of mine. We were actually there for a course on Skye, a fiddle course, and at the Gaelic College, and we did a road trip. So we there was 5 of us. We got in the car. We had a dram at each stop. Except for the driver, we drove all around the island, and Hut on Staten Island was one of our stops. And when we stopped there, we all played the fiddle. We played the tune, and it was in summer, and there were loads of tourists that were taking pictures and recording us. They thought it was really cool. And I thought it was cool too. So yeah, it was pretty neat.
And they're all like, "Oh my God, look, there's an American here playing this."
Well, they didn't know because we're just playing music. They didn't know
they wouldn't know.
We didn't know where we came from, and we weren't all Americans. Actually, most of them were Scottish. So, squash. Anyway, that's it.
Well,
that's my story.
We got to give a couple of quick shout outs to folks who have joined us, like Dave Legrid and Hans Melby and Sue Hamilton and Kathy Wiegand and Connie Newville. Everybody's on here. It's great to see you all on here.
Hans Melby's on here. Yes.
Johnny Kogan, he virtually sent us a shot, so here we go.
Nice.
Cheers.
Oh, well, I have to get mine poured, but I'll do that at the break.
We do my favorite Johnny Shogren toast is, "Here's to our wives and girlfriends. May they never meet."
Well, alrighty. On that note,
folks from other states joining us, like Mike Powers, of course, from the Fighting
Nice,
Jameson.
Mike. Hi.
Yep.
Sweet.
And we've got
my old friend Daleen. Hi, Daleen. Mama Kay. Sweet. Okay.
From La Crosse, Wisconsin. So anyway,
fun.
what's the next?
The next
track.
thing, the next track is Finn's Reel.
Oh, all right.
Do you want to?
Nice.
Should we
And
just
we'll
go
bring
for
Finn in
it?
after. He can come and he can do
Yes,
a reprise
yeah.
of his. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's watch it.
All right, I would like to dedicate this to my son Finn, who is somewhere in the house tonight.
Who is that? Who is that person? Pete? Who could that be?
Yeah, he was recorded
boy.
a long time ago.
Here, hold on. Stand up, Finn.
Yeah,
Stand up. Stand up.
let's look at that.
Here's my 12-year-old boy right here.
Wow. Yes,
Hey,
indeed.
Pete, is Finn ready for some boron lessons?
Oh yeah,
We get him
absolutely.
started.
All right.
Nice. Well, actually, Finn, don't you play? Oh, he's gone. He plays
Gone.
what?
He's been
Piano?
playing- yeah, he's been playing piano, and
Yep.
he's been doing a lot of Irish music on the piano. So here is the Hound of Finn. Yeah, this is live right now.
Cool. Hi, everybody that's watching this.
So officially, we have Finn has a hound.
This is my
So,
hound.
Here is the
my
Hound of Finn.
Finn.
Her name is Nella, and she is a sweet lover girl, and she drives Karen crazy. But what are you gonna do?
Her whining at 1 in the morning is fun.
Yeah, well. So what's next?
Well, do you want to talk about how you wrote that tune?
Oh, the tune. Well, that was one where I was trying to learn other tunes and couldn't do such a good job of learning the other tunes. And so what happens is, you're playing and your fingers are going, and all of a sudden I had this kind of little idea, and I was like, well, I should probably record this little idea that I have. And so, and this was, that was what, 2008 or something, right? So my little audio recorder that I had was not an iPhone. It would have been nice if I'd had an iPhone, but real MP3 recorder, and I was playing the tune, and Finn was sitting in the little backpack thing where the babies go, because that was a good way for me to be able to practice some guitar while I was minding him. He could sit in the backpack, I could play the guitar and kind of bounce around a little bit. He liked it. So I'm playing the mandolin and writing that tune, recording it, and just as I finished the tune on the scratch recording, Finn is in the backpack and he just goes. So we included that on the recording on the album.
Yep.
When we did Songs of Men and Boats, we included that. So
We did.
All
that
right.
was good. That was fun. We had to
all right,
leave that
everybody,
in.
say bye to Finn.
See you later.
He's
Bye,
gonna go
Finn.
play video games.
Nice. You know, one thing I really like is to see all these people in the audience at the end, that we haven't seen for many years. I've seen,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember Christina, but DeVille, she passed
Yep.
away. So it's so nice
Yeah.
to see her. And
I know.
yeah, it's good.
And Nate's there too.
Yep. There's
Right
so
in the
many,
front.
so many
My
great
goodness.
great faces out there. So it was so much fun for me to revisit that. I haven't seen this since we did it, I think. I know, but it's really super fun. So what's next? That would be
Hot Asphalt, right?
Hot Asphalt is next. Leslie, do you want to say anything
Ooh.
before we bring it in, or just do it?
What is there to say?
Hot ass.
This is one of the Hounds of Finn. This is always going to be on the sort of best of somewhere along the line. It's just one of the standard Hounds of Finn songs, right?
All right, here we go.
Probably the
Absolutely.
first one we learned, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Good evening, all my jolly lads. I'm glad to find you well. You gather all around me now. A story I will tell. For I've got a situation. Begara him begull. To whisper all the weekly wage of 19 bob. A 12 months gone October since I left me native home. After helping the Killarney boys to bring the harvest down. But now we're the Ganshi and around me waist a belt. Look out for all the squad that makes a hot dash belt. We laid it in the hollows and we laid it in the flats. And if it doesn't last forever, sure I swear I'll eat me hat. Well, I wandered up and down the world and sure I've never felt the surface that was equal to the hot asphalt. Hey! The other night a copper comes, he says to me, McGuire, you kindly let me pipe down at your boiler fire. Well, he planks himself right down in front with all mess up so neat. Says I'm a decent man, you better go and find your beat. He ups and yells, I'm down to you, I'm up to all your pranks. Don't I know you for a traitor from the Tipperary ranks? I held straight from the shoulder, I gave him such a belt. I knocked him to the boiler full of hot asphalt. We laid it in the hollows and we laid it in the flats. And if it doesn't last forever, sure I swear I'll eat me hat. Well, I wandered up and down the world and sure I've never felt the surface that was equal to the hot asphalt. We quickly pulled him out again and threw him in the tub.
With soap and boiling water we began to rub and scrub, but double the thing it hardened and to turn them hard as stone. With every other robe you could hear the copper groan. I'm thinking, says alrighty, Dave, he's looking like old Nick. And burn me if I'm not inclined to claim him with me. That says it would be easy to boil until he melts. To stir him nice and easy in the hot dash well. We laid it in the hollows and we laid it in the floods. And if it doesn't last forever, sure I swear I'll leave my hand. Well, I wandered up and down the world and sure I've never felt the service that was equal to the hot dash bell. You talk about your sailors, your singers and the rest, your shoemakers and tailors, but we please the ladies best. The only ones who know the way the minty hearts to melt are the lads around the boiler mixing hot dash fell. With rubbing and with scrubbing, sure I caught me death of cold. And for scientific purposes, my body it was so.
I hear 25 in the back. I hear 30. Let's go. God! Come on, the red zone is 45.
In the Kelvin Grove Museum, me boys, I'm hanging in me belt. A monument to the Irish mixing hot dash bell. We laid it in the hollows and we laid it in the flats. And if it doesn't last forever, sure I swear I'll leave my hand. Well, I wandered up and down the world and sure I've never felt the service that was equal to the hot dash bell. We laid it in the hollows and we laid it in the flats. And if it doesn't last forever, sure I swear I'll leave my hand. Well, I wandered up and down the world and sure I've never felt the service that was equal to the hot dash bell.
That
Hey.
smoke machine, man.
That smoke machine was
We
crazy.
could only do the smoke machine in between numbers because something was wrong with it, and the automatic feature was no longer working. So we had somebody behind stage that would only hit the button
That's
when
right.
the song was done because otherwise it would interfere with the audio.
It was either on or off.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that's right. That it's not nice to breathe that in. Actually, I mean, it doesn't.
Well,
It's kind of weird.
it was right by you too. He was
I
like,
know. I'm sure it didn't hurt anything, but it was weird.
Well, we could
There
have
was
added
a lot
something
of-
else in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun song. I'm listening to that version of it. I'm realizing it because later on we would do that a little bit slower. It was a little more laid back. There was a little more of a groove. When we did that song then, it was still a little bit. I think we were a little excited still about all the people in the house.
I think it was just the nerves.
Oh, yeah.
It was just the
Yep.
nerves
Yep.
of the night.
I think that
Well, for
happened.
me,
Microphone-
For me, it
remember
was
the
a crazy
microphone
night
placements
because
were all- Go ahead.
we had
Go, Dave.
all those. No, for me, we had all those gantries of the cameras going up and down on that train system, and then the guy running behind us. I mean, every once in a while he would sneak up on me and take a close up, and it's like, what the hell, man? I'm trying to play here.
And now you're happy about it, right?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
definitely, it's not a matter, you can't just kind of switch the cameras on and just go and play. All of the microphones were a little different than what we were used to, and we were under strict instructions to not move.
That's
And we're a
right.
band
That's right.
We were a moving band. We were never stayed still. And then the cameras, and then the photographer, which I think is probably one of the things Dave's talking about.
Yeah.
So there was photography, and there was video, and there was the audio situation, and it was just kind of constantly, yeah, exactly. It's just constantly on our minds.
Well, and
Yeah.
Pete was running around going like this, and that was a little weird.
Well, he
Oh,
Was it-
what do you?
My buddy Todd was directing the whole thing, and he and I still do concerts now, and so it's kind of funny because one thing I remember is that we let everybody know that it was a recorded event. So when everybody came into the room, we said, look, this is kind of going to be a little bit of a different concert for you all because we may stop and start things over again. And so we explained it all at the beginning, which was good because we did. There were a couple of tracks that aren't even in this that we didn't.
Right.
There was a real set, I think the Sligo made. We just dropped that entirely because we could not get it right. So, and at one point, Todd was giving me all these hand signals from the back of the room. He's like, and I just got on the mic. I said, "Hey man, it's okay. Everybody knows this isn't live. We're good. You can just shout it out." So he was like, "You have 5 minutes left." Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. He did a great job with that. The crew was amazing. I thought they did a really nice job at the Celtic Junction there. What a great setup they have there. You know, they're really nice, and we love those guys. Cormac, you guys are great. So thank you for letting us record this there, first of
That's
all.
right.
And hopefully we can do it again sometime. I don't know. You never
Do you
know.
remember that that concert was also a benefit concert? Do you remember that?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
That was a benefit concert for the Center for Irish Music, which is located in the Celtic Junction Arts Center. So
that's right.
Pretty much all the proceeds from ticket sales that night, after we covered our costs of production, we donated to the Center for Irish Music. So
yeah, that's great.
Which wasn't a whole heck of a lot, but you know,
any little thing helps.
Fiddle hairs.
Yeah, fiddle hairs, maybe bow hair, catguts. Well, speaking of fiddle, let's move on to the next clip, which is Mom's jig set. And I would bring this in, but I don't remember exactly even what's in the set. So let's take a look.
That's a good high energy
Good
set
one.
there.
That was fun stuff,
Nice.
man. That was
You know,
okay. Sean
we
and
would
more.
stand. Yeah. Oh, what are the names of the tunes, Michelle?
But that's the problem, right? So you reminded me. Shaunted Moore is the first one. And that tune I learned from Deb Carsonson in Denver, who was my fiddle teacher back in the day. So it was super fun. And I remember when we played the Irish Fair in Colorado, I don't remember what year it was, but when we did that, Deb was in the audience. And so I told her, this one's for you, baby, because I learned it from her and I love her.
Yep.
She's my friend and she was my teacher. So that was a super cool thing to throw into the set. And then I don't remember, was it Mom's Jig? And then I can't remember. Maybe somebody in the comments can remind us what the names of the tune sets are. The tunes are in the set, but I don't know. But
Well,
it
we
was
know one of them was Mom's Jig, so.
yeah, right. That's right. So that was a fun one. And the drum, Dave, it was really nice to hear that. Sometimes you don't hear it when you're playing live. It's hard with the mixes back on stage. So it's really fun to
Right.
hear it here. Like it's really fun
Thanks.
to actually hear everybody. So
Yeah, and it's different when I listen to any of our CDs without headphones. Things are not as good as you do with either earbuds or headphones. So you get a lot more of the nuances if
right.
you actually
Yeah.
listen to them with it straight in the ear.
Yep. That is true. That is
So.
true. So
I like being straight in the air myself. Generally.
bounce off the
The
wall a
only way
few
to go,
times.
Pete. Come on now.
So
So what's up next? Patty's
there you
yeah.
go.
Green Shamrock
Well,
Shorts.
wait.
Say it again.
Patty's Green Shamrock Shorts. Is that what's up next?
I think that's what's up next. Is that right, Pete?
I think so.
Although we could do with a little commercial break now.
I don't have anything queued up for that.
Yeah, let us know.
Commercial break.
Right here.
Bushmills. Hold on.
Oh wait, I have a
There
little.
it is.
Oh,
Bushmills.
I can join you in that now. I've poured myself.
All righty.
But
The breakfast of champions.
Here's to us.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
I'll stick to
Cheers,
my water.
everybody.
Thanks,
Chink,
guys.
chink, chink,
There
chink.
you go.
There we go. One little sip. Don't forget the pinky. Mm-hmm. Lagavulin,
Now
16 year.
that has to be some kind of gang sign, isn't it? The pinky up and.
If it's a whiskey gang sign, I'm down.
Irish.
There you go.
Irish gang.
All right. Well, so let's just.
So this next song, the Patty's Green Shamrock Shore, of course, this is one that I came across because of Paul Brady.
All right, bye.
You don't have to go. You can just hang for a second. Paul Brady is an amazing singer-songwriter from Ireland, of course, and he's got a lot of amazing material out there, both old and new. And there's a really nice video on YouTube of him performing this song from probably like 1972 or something. And it's just very rich, and I loved the song. And what's interesting about this song is that I was actually originally turned on to this song by Alton because they do a version of this song that's entirely in Irish. And I thought when I first heard it, I thought what it was is their version was a Irish translation of the English song. But really what it is, which I learned later from meeting Alton and meeting Dahi Spruill, is that the Irish version that they wrote, it was actually the Mairead's father, the lead singer, her father wrote this in Irish, and it's a different song in Irish. So all the words are entirely different and it has a different meaning, but it uses the same melody. And of course, it's really beautiful in Irish. I'm kind of not really setting up our version of it very well, am I? Our version
is completely
nowhere
different.
near as beautiful as the Irish
Our
version.
version is a per version of the per version.
So when you listen to this song, just imagine how much more beautiful it is when it's sung in Irish by a beautiful woman.
And on that note,
As an Irish band, we do a lot of songs about men in boats. It's just kind of a default thing and happens when you're playing in an Irish band. say men, I do mean humankind, of course. You know, men, women, children. I guess we could, you know, say pets, whatever. But as we played songs and recorded, and we were recording our CD and decided to put out something, we were like, what are we going to call this CD, you know? And as we're going through the list of songs, we realized that, geez, at least 75% of these songs are songs of men in boats. So this next song is just that. It's a song of men in boats. This is called Patty's Green Shamrock Shore, or something like this. And it starts with a rattlesnake. We sailed away from Derry Cay on the 23rd of May. We were boarded by a pleasant crew bound for America. Fresh water then did we take on 5,000 gallons or more, in case we ran short going to New York, far away from the Shamrock Shore. So fare thee well, sweet lies dear, and likewise Derry town. And twice farewell to my comrade boys who dwell on that sainted ground. If fortune were ever to favor me, or I do have money in store, I'll come back and I'll wed the sweet lassie I live far away on the Shamrock Shore. Well, we sailed 3 days, we were all seasick, not a man on board was free. We were all confined unto our bunks, with no one to pity poor me. No father kind, no mother dear, to hold up my head when it was sore. And it made me think more of the lassie I live far away on the Shamrock Shore. Well, we safely reached the other side in 23 days. We were taken as passengers by a man and led around in 6 different ways. Then each of us drank a parting glass in case we might never meet more. And we drank a health to old Ireland and Mary's green shamrock shore. So fare thee well, sweet Liza dear, and likewise Derry town. And twice farewell to my comrade boys who dwell on that sainted ground. If fortune were ever to favor me, oh, I do have money in store. I'll come back and I'll wed a sweet lassie I lived on Patty Street, Shamrock Shore.
As bad as I remember
We're
thinking
here.
it was.
The scotch is kicking in. No, it was pretty good. I only missed, I
Yeah.
totally forgot a certain line at a certain time, but, fake it till you make it.
Well, I mean,
like
the
to
thing is,
say.
there's no fiddle in that song anyway, so it didn't really matter because anything you did was perfect.
I like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Actually, the funny part is that listening back to it now, that's a song that I still play regularly, but I almost always forget at least one whole stanza of lyrics in that song. For some reason, that there's always a point where I'm losing it. I'm getting into the guitar playing and I'm just enjoying the music, and then I just forget. Oh, I have to sing here. And every single time. But listening to that recording, it's like, oh, I actually worked on the lyrics before that performance. So
Good job. There's a lot of them, I think, right?
There are, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I always have professed that I am lyrically challenged in that I don't actually hear the words. I hear the notes. So to me, the song is da 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 da, over and over and over.
Which is exactly what Pete sings every once in a while.
It's like that Far Side cartoon where the guy's talking to the dog and the dog just hears blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah Noah blah 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 Noah.
or
It's like the
breakfast.
adults in the Charlie
Food.
Brown
Yeah.
It's like the adults in that absolutely.
Exactly. Precisely. But I'm okay with it. I've come to embrace that part about me. So that's good.
Well, everybody hears music or envisions music differently. I had a friend of mine that was with the different drums of Ireland, and he said when he is playing and listening to the music, all he sees in his mind is geographical shapes.
Mm-hmm.
He would have
That's
people
cool.
come up and ask him, "What's that song that goes this, this, and this?" And he says, "I don't have a clue, because I don't listen to the words either."
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So in
it's
that
a
case,
it's a thing. It's a
what's
thing.
the song that goes blue, Green, 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 blue, green, red.
Hey, now that would work. He would know
Purple,
that one.
purple. Dark blue, dark blue. That's got to be a minor key. Dark blue, dark
Ooh,
purple.
what is
What
the
did we
color
do?
of
What
a
did-
minor key?
Depends on the
How did we
person, I
come
think.
out of that song then? What followed that? What follows Pat?
Oh,
Patty's
the
Big Shamrock
tune
Shore?
that follows this, or the song. Let's see here. It's South Australia.
Oh
Whee!
yeah,
Ooh,
pick it
nice.
back up again.
Okay. Let's get a little pick me up, shall we?
Let's go to South Australia.
Push the button.
South Australia, as I walked out one morning fair, heave away, haul away, that's where I met Miss Nancy Blair. Bound for South Australia, haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, and hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. Well, I shook it up and I shook it down, heave away, haul away, I shook her round and round the town. Bound for South Australia, haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, and hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. Well, there ain't but one thing grieves my mind, heave away, haul away, that's leaving Nancy Blair behind. Bound for South Australia, haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, and hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. And as we wallop around Cape Horn, heave away, haul away, you wish to Christ you'd never been born. Bound for South Australia, haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, and hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, and hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia, yeah! In South Australia I was born, heave away, haul away, in South Australia round me home, bound South Australia. Haul away, rolling king, heave away, haul away, and hear me sing, we're bound South Australia. And I walked out one morning fair, heave away, haul away, that's where I met Miss Nancy Blair. Bound South Australia. Haul away, rolling king, heave away, haul away, and hear me sing, we're bound South Australia. Well, there ain't but one thing grieves my mind, heave away, haul away, it's leaving Nancy Blair behind. Bound South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, and hear me sing, we're bound South Australia. And as we wallop around Cape Horn, heave away, haul away, wish to Christ you'd never been born. Bound South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, and hear me sing, we're bound South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, and hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia.
Hear me sing.
I think
Leslie
Leslie
wins.
wins. Wow. Oh, whew. Holy crap. You definitely win that one.
Bound for South Australia.
Yay! Did you blow out your microphone? How about you, Pete?
I don't think so.
Oh, whew, thanks. Whew, thank goodness. Oh, that was a good high energy tune.
You know, I'm realizing that we originally we had said that this live thing was going to go until 8 p.m. and it's after 8 p.m. So we're just going to keep going, I think, for at least a bit, eh?
Yeah, definitely. We have so let's just keep going. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to go.
We could do a little editing, but we'll do that while the song's playing, while the next song is playing.
Well, let's just go and stop talking so much and we'll just get right into it. And here we go with
Yeah, what's
some
the next one?
Mystical Sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
Something a little different.
Yeah, that was a good one. Pete, you just when
Little
we were
bit of a
off camera, you were just talking
smooth.
about it, and we just written that. Was it the same spring? Is that
Yeah,
right?
I think it was that spring
Yeah.
because it was Finn's second birthday, and we had a big cookout at the house,
Ooh.
and so everybody was over, and we got a keg of beer for Finn's second birthday. Because what do you do for your kid's second birthday? You get a keg of beer,
Keg of
right?
beer.
And then the next day we had all this beer left over in the keg, so I think I called you all. I was like, you should come over. We'll rehearse in the garage and finish off the keg. So you guys all came over, and we got in the garage, and we finished the keg, and we jamming away, and we came up with that tune, and we decided to call it the well, because originally we were just doing that mystical thing at the beginning, and so we thought, oh, it's some cool mystical shit that we came up with here. And so we had the mystical shit at the beginning,
Yep.
and then the second tune that we came up with had a little bit of a gypsy vibe, so we called it the Fairview Gypsy Reel.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. And that was fun because we all had something to put into that tune. Like we've written part of that tune, each one of us. So
That was co-written by all
it
of
was
us, yeah.
co-written by all. It was really fun to do. And the keg of beer didn't hurt. It didn't hurt.
Nope.
Might have helped a bunch.
It might have helped. It worked out anyway. It was a good tune. Good tune.
Dave, I
set.
see your sideburns have grown in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I figured, people might not have recognized me without the chops, so
Yeah.
I made these up special, but they're kind of falling apart.
Oh,
Oh well.
I
It's all
thought
good.
maybe you just held your nose and blew hard.
No,
That's pretty bad.
that would have blown my ears out.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
They
So
come
the
and go. I said they come and go, but you never know when I'm going to have them.
they look great on you when you have them. I mean, these
Well,
look
thanks,
great
I
too,
appreciate
but the ones that you actually grow in really look nice too. So you got to go on.
They're kind of they are fun, but they're hard to take care of some days. So
Yep, Dapper Dave. So anyway, so the next set is it's kind of a cheesy set actually.
Audience participation number.
It is a little cheesy, I admit it, but it's fun and the audience likes it. I think at least they did.
Hey, there's
At least they
nothing
did.
better than
dancing
some
on the-
Irish cheddar.
that-
Right?
Dancing on the tables is the proof enough that people like to hear this.
Yeah. So here comes cheesy.
I don't know, I think you guys are kind of maybe in the mood for a clap along.
So the way this works, Michelle is going to set the tempo to start off. We're going to go kind of slow, work you into it easy. Then we're going to pick it up and pick it up and pick it up a little bit more. And we'll just see who lasts the longest, all right?
Oh, come on now, you guys know this one.
Told you it was cheesy, but it was
Yes.
Hey
fun.
man, no, that's good stuff. People love it. I
Yeah,
loved it.
you know, what? Yeah.
I mean, I'm people. You know, I'm part of the people, so
Yes.
people love
Thank
it.
you.
I love it.
Thank you. It's.
Pete, you're not people.
You have to be careful with that one
I
though,
like I
because
like playing that I like playing that set because I don't have to do anything. Just have to clap
you're
my hands.
you're the lead clapper.
the lead clapper, that is something. That's a lot of something, actually.
That's pretty important,
It
actually.
is.
Yeah.
People like to be able to follow like a clap or a foot stomp from the audience. They like to be able to follow somebody that knows what they're doing. So see, there you go. And you
Well,
didn't
you
have
know, oftentimes white people have a hard time finding the beat, so you know.
Unless they're Irish.
That's true.
Well, true, yeah, because it kind of built in, but
Oh well. Anyway,
man,
let's just go back into the next one because we are short on time, but we're going to try to get them all in minus one, I think we decided. But anyway, we're going to do
yeah.
it. So here we go with Shady Grove, My Little Love.
Cheeks as red as a blooming rose, and eyes the darkest brown. She's a darling of my heart, the cutest girl in town. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. When I went to see my little Shady Grove, she was standing in the door. Shoes and stockings in her hand, and a little bit of beat on the floor. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Yeah, now when I was a little bitty boy, I wanted me a barn neck. Now I want little Shady Grove, and I want her to be my wife. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Saddles in the summertime, she's the cold. If I can have the one I love, that's the one none at all. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Now you have seen the morning dove flying from pine to pine. She's mourning for the one you love, just like I mourn for mine. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away.
Yahoo! Shady.
Woo!
Shady
I remember
Grove.
the year that we brought the electric guitar to Irish Fair to play that.
That's right. I
Do you
forgot all
remember,
about
Pete?
that.
Yeah, and it kind of it was like a Bob Dylan moment, you know. It's like Bob Dylan at Newport Folk Festival. Like, what's going on there? Why is he playing that electric guitar? Yeah,
How we doing?
nothing wrong with that.
No, I think it's great to have a little electric guitar in folk music every once in a while. Yeah.
I think the live window might be frozen, Michelle.
Oh,
It is.
Oh, well, nah. How about that? Is that better?
Ah, hello.
There we go.
There we are. Hello.
I'm assuming everyone.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
sure how that
assuming
happened.
everyone could hear us anyway, but
Yeah, no, but it was a nice still shot of Christina
yes,
and
yeah.
Misty and Joe and
You know what's funny about the Shady Grove, that tune? That was one that originally that I was turned on to by a recording by Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead, and he did a recording with David Grisman, who's a killer mandolin player. But it's kind of an old, like in my world, it's like an old hippie song, really. But it's really an old folk tune, and somebody told me, somebody told me along the way that it was based on an Irish song or an Irish tune of some kind. So I guess at one point, Leslie and I, when we were first working out material, we decided, yeah, Shady Grove, that should totally be one that we do for the Hounds of Finn. But I think that was the one that when we first started doing it was kind of one of the things that made us realize that we could do this larger breadth of material that was not necessarily just Irish, but mix in stuff that was kind of Americana that was influenced by Celtic music. And so I think that that particular song in our repertoire represents a, you know, kind of like a springing point for us as a creative group, because we always did that. We took Celtic stuff and we mixed it in with Americana, and we mixed it in with other things, like with Fairview Gypsy. That's kind of like a little bit of a Eastern European vibe. And that was always one of the things that I always really, really liked about playing in this group, was being able to explore from a basis of that foundation all of these different styles of music that related to each other. So
yeah.
anyway.
Well said. Well said. So what are you going to say about Foggy Dew? Because that is our next track.
Oh, well, Leslie always had the best intro to this one. So.
Oh yeah.
I can't. What was the intro? I can't remember.
Well,
that.
basically,
that was too long ago.
it's a history lesson.
Well, we don't have time for that, so I'll just roll the clip.
Just roll the clip.
Let's see the intro.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Twas down the glen, Eastermore, to city field I. There run lines, marching men, and squadrons pass me by. No pipes did hum, no battle drum did sound its loud tattoo. But the angel's bell with liffey swell rang out in the foggy dew. rang mournfully and clear. For those that died that Easter's tide in the springtime of the year, and the world did gaze with deep amaze at those fearless men but few, who bore down fight so that freedom's light would shine through the body new. I heard through the glen we rode again, but my heart it was grievous sore. For I parted then with valiant men that I never shall see no more. Oh, but to and fro in my dreams I'll go, and I'll kneel and I'll pray for you. For slavery fled a glorious death when you fell in the foggy dew.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Hounds of Finn. Really privileged to have you all here. Have a great night. Have a wonderful night.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, big night. Big
That was a
night.
standing ovation that we had there.
Yeah, that was.
Woohoo!
It's almost like we paid those people to stand up at the end of the night and clap.
But we didn't.
What do you mean? I did.
But we didn't.
No,
No,
we didn't.
well, some of us did, I guess. Apparently.
No, actually, to be totally honest, that was not part of the plan at all. It was just we were just going to end, and so, but they stood up, and that was just like, all right, great, no worries.
Yeah, we were forced to do an encore.
That's right.
Damn, I
We
hate
were
it when
forced
that
to do an
happens.
encore.
Yeah. But
Well, which would be this. That means that this next one is the last number of the concert, and I just want to say, to start off, I just want to say it was always and still is, of course, a pleasure to play music with all three of you and everybody that's surrounded with the Hounds of Finn. And I look forward to doing it more in the future, especially when we can get together in person and not have to worry about breathing on each other, because we do breathe on each other on stage quite a
Yeah.
bit.
From one end or the other, sometimes,
Yeah.
Pete.
Well, that's okay. I'm immune now, I guess.
Yeah, you're immune now, Dave. You're good. You're good. But no, I think that was just such a great thing to be a part of, and I'm really happy that we were able to do it. And thank you all so much for being willing to be there when we did it then, and also to be there now for this thing. This is great.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. It's fun to obviously just kind of chat with you all again in the chat room, and I just watch these songs again. I think we all sort of briefly said, maybe we should kind of watch a little bit of this before we do the live stream so we can remember fully what
Yeah.
happened. So we did a little bit, but it's still pretty fresh. After 10 years and not listening basically to that particular concert, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty awesome. We were just laughing just about the smoke again before the end of the song. Remember that Jason Wall was the person that helped us with some of the sort of stage stuff. I think Caleb was probably there for some of the stage things.
Oh yeah.
God, so many people just kind of helped us actually set that up. And actually, I also remember,
We didn't.
What's Cormac's wife's name? I keep forgetting her name.
Natalie.
Yeah.
Natalie. So the stage looked pretty good when we got there, just to kind of make it, make it seem like a big concert. And then Natalie came in and said, no. And she came in and she fixed it, and it looked that awesome because of her.
Great. She's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that too.
We didn't say enough about Molly either. We didn't say enough about Molly in that very first cut because she was phenomenal.
We all love Molly. I miss actually playing music with her. Really do. Really do.
I miss playing music with all of you. It's fun to see this, though, to revisit it, It really is.
We got to give a shout out to Todd Obernolte as well, who directed and produced the whole thing and did the editing on this entire concert. And, I know he's a good friend of mine, and I'm really happy to know that this partnership has lasted for a long time, and he's a big supporter of the Hounds of fans. So yeah, major props to Todd. But I'm pretty sure there was an encore.
There is an encore. So yeah, we'll get right to that. So I'll just give a quick thing about it because after this we're probably just gonna say goodbye. We're saying goodbye now, right? I don't know if we're gonna come back. We'll talk about it.
I think we should come back.
We'll say goodbye. We'll come back and say goodbye. But anyway,
I want to say goodbye.
Yeah, so we're just real quick about De Klijp was a tune set that I wrote. And I was, for 20 years, well, at that time it hadn't been 20 years, but I've been going to a fiddle camp in California called Valley of the Moon. And one year I was, we were all asked to, if you wanted to, go write a tune in the woods. So I did. So I went there's a little creek. Well, it used to be a river, now it's a creek. And I just sat on a rock and I was watching the water flowing over this rock, and this tune started to happen. So that was there. And then the day I came home from a week in the woods with these crazy people, good crazy, we had a gig. We had a gig at, what was the name of that place? Patty Wagons. Yeah, so we had that gig, and Leslie and I were just kind of vamping, warming up, and this jig came out of it with the same vibe as the Klijp. So put the two together, and here is De Klijp set with Patty Wagon.
And De Klijp means what?
Oh, it means tattletale. It's yeah. And I'm right. So I'll tell that story another time. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do we want? More hounds. When do we want them? Right now. What do we want? More hounds. When do we want them? Right now. What do we want? When do we want them? What do we want? When do we want them? All right. Everybody get ready. Here they are. Hounds of Fame.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Hounds of Finn. Really happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Wow.
There you are.
Wow.
that was
10 years ago. Do you think if we did it now, we could do as good of a job as we did 10 years ago?
Yes.
Tonight, you mean?
tonight. Maybe
Thank you,
Well,
Dave.
no, not now.
Well, maybe not right now, but
No.
give us 20 hours of
But-
rehearsal and we're good to go.
Absolutely. I will have to say it's my turn to talk for a minute. Being with the three of you have been a highlight of my life. The music that we produced, the friends that we made, the shows and the festivals that we did will forever be in my mind.
Aw. I would have
Enough
to agree.
said.
I'll drink to that, Dave.
Oh, I
Yeah.
already did. A bit too
Cheers.
much, but that's okay. I love you all. And
Love
the
you too,
fans
Dave.
out there that are listening.
I agree. It's been a great ride. We're not saying we're dead yet. We're just, we're reminiscing. This has been amazing. Thank you all,
Yep.
every one of you out there
Oh, yeah.
that is.
Wait a minute. I'm closer than the rest of you.
Yep. Yeah. So it
Oh
is.
yeah.
Well, every good band needs its senior member, so
That's true.
Dave, you're fulfilling an important role.
Yeah.
No, but the people have been talking about on the chat, what about getting a reunion together with all the members of the Hounds of Finn, which includes, of course,
You got to
Lojo
get
Russo.
Lojo
And,
Russo.
Yeah, and we
Right.
definitely are going to do that. As a matter of fact, we had a couple of dates on the calendar for this year that just ended up not being able to happen because of COVID. And but what we're going to do is we're going to take things easy, and we're just going to, make sure everybody's safe. And when it is time, we'll get back together again, and we'll do some more shows, and things will happen. So,
And we're going to practice with
and
the
yeah, we
DVD
may
at
even
home.
practice.
A little bit ahead of time. Yeah, it would be nice.
Oh, well, it's spring
Hey,
break.
you got to give me at least 6 to 8 months so I can grow the chops back.
Oh yeah, well there is that. I thought
That's
you were
a
going to
good-
say 6 to 8 days of rehearsal. But...
That's a good
Oh,
plan.
shit, I'll start now.
All right, yeah.
All right.
So,
Well, guys, anybody else have anything else to say?
I was just going to say the one other thing, which now I'm almost not sure if I can remember what it was I was going to say. We were going to say about oh, right. Here's the thing. So this concert that you all just watched, there's only a couple of snippets of this on YouTube right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to put all of these tracks up on our YouTube channel. And if you go to YouTube and just search the Hounds of Finn or Hounds of Finn, you'll find us. But we're going to put all of these tracks up on YouTube so you can rewatch this concert again over and over in perpetuity until we create a new one.
It's a good plan. It's a good
Sure.
plan. All right. Well, I guess it's
I'm
time.
in for the next one, baby.
Yep.
That's right.
Me too. Thanks,
Hey,
guys.
Michelle, great
really.
job putting this all together.
Hey, thank you. Yeah.
Yay,
Oh, and
Michelle.
by the way,
Woo.
I have these flowers here that my lovely wife Sue Hamilton got me. And the night of the concert, she did the same thing. She
That's
brought
right.
flowers to the stage. So she brought these home
You're
for
a
me.
lucky person, you are.
I know, right? I should go pay her some attention now.
Okay.
So bye.
See you guys.
All right.
Bye, buddy.
Bye,
Thank you
everyone.
so much for
Bye.
tuning in. We'll do it again sometime soon, okay? Or sometime.
Stay safe, everybody.
Bye.
Stay safe.